Deadmau5. We're gonna let this show roll out, and we're gonna play your Monophobia remix. You've done a few remixes for Deadmau5 over the years, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this one. Why was this one that you picked? You picked this.
I picked you to play it. I didn't pick this one a remix.
No. But you were like, oh, that one's cool, which it is.
This one has a special meaning to me, and circles back to the story of how I got into electronic music. But I'd started working with Mousetrap. I'd started working with the kind of management team behind the label as well, and behind Deadmau5. And he was putting out this new single, Monophobia, and they're looking for remixers, and they asked me to do it. And I'd done a couple remixes before this, but maybe only 2 officially. So it was a very big deal to me. And it was like the most insane experience I've ever had working on a song. Mostly because I only had about it was 8 days to turn this around or something. So it was like the biggest remix opportunity of my life. And I have a little bit more than a week to finish this and turn this in. So it was, very nervous, very overwhelmed, but fortunately was able to kind of find that pocket of deep focus that I was talking about, where the only thing I did for those 8 days was work on this song. I didn't worry about anything else in my life, and just really zoned in and latched onto a good idea. And just in the middle of it, I just had this conscious realization that holy shit, I'm remixing Deadmau5. This is crazy.
Real. Yeah.
This is crazy. And just freaking out in my studio, and just, but fortunately, not being too overwhelmed that I couldn't, produce work and finish it.
Calm it down.
I consider myself very lucky that I found a good idea in that process pretty early on. And then every day was just able to build upon that. Because so many times with the remix, you're just searching for the idea, and sometimes I'll make 5, 7 different versions just because I don't know which one is the best idea. And that's crippling in a sense. So very lucky that didn't happen. And I look upon this period of making that remix as one of my favorite times in the studio ever, just because it went well, and it was just the craziest moment to be remixing him. And
seriously. Yeah. Anything were the stems particularly good because he's the most technical producer ever?
Oh yeah, for sure the stems were amazing. The interesting part was the original had vocals from Rob Swire, and I'm a big Pendulum fan, and obviously Ghost and Stuff is such a classic song and big part of my electronic music upbringing. But I actually really did not like the vocals on Monophobia, and I feel bad even saying that, publicly.
Speak your truth.
Mostly because Rob is such a legend, but whatever. They weren't kind of what I was imagining the song as. So I had to ask them permission. I was like, is it okay if I don't use the vocal on the remix? Yeah, that's fine. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And, and ended up making an instrumental, and that was the biggest thing I remember from the stems, just being emotionally torn of oh my god, am I really gonna make this and not use the vocals? That's crazy. I can't
is this sacrilege? I have a Rob Swire vocal. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly how I was feeling, but also knowing that I can't in good conscience make the remix with the vocals if I don't fully love them.
And it's about you're putting your touch and bringing it into your universe. So how do you see the song? I mean, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, and also just I'm obsessed with random album title Deadmau5, and other than I Remember and maybe one other song, there's really no vocals. It's all instrumental stuff, and my most pure memories of Deadmau5 are just beautiful instrumental electronic music with incredible melodies and chord progressions, and that's what I was trying to channel on the remix.